Now, let's move over to Nigeria. Two people have been arrested in connection with violent clashes in parts of Nigeria amid ongoing elections. Voting has since been extended in some parts of the country. Over 90 million people turned out to make their mark. Our Nigerian correspondent Tesem Akende joins me live with the latest. Thank you so much for your time. Maybe just tell us what the situation is now. Does it still remain volatile given specific clashes that happened and some arrests made?
Yeah, security agencies have swung into action, like you said. Two people arrested by the police, as being behind or being the masterminds as to the, the unrest of some sort or the instability that was caused to the electoral process in Lagos State. Of course, in the northeastern part of the country, we had suspected members of the Boko Haram sect who struck at a polling unit in Goza local government area, injuring about 5 people. Security defense authorities here in Nigeria say they are carrying out all investigations needed and, of course, will not stop at anything, until they arrest perpetrators of this instability and make sure they are made to face justice. That's the situation. 2 so far arrested in southwest part of the country, precisely Lagos State, where there was some violence, causing some instability to the electoral process yesterday.
Speak to us about voting at the moment. Of course, it has been extended. Is voting still underway?
Well, what's going on at the moment, it was extended from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Sunday. It's Sunday here in Nigeria. It's past 12 p.m. What is going on at the moment now is mainly vote counting and collation of results across local government areas, up to the state level, after which they'll be transferred to the National Collation Center in Abuja, where the Independent National Electoral Commission will transmit, the results for the national consumption of citizens. So at the moment, we have, I was in communication with some of the election officials here in Plateau State. Yeah, I'm reporting from Jos, Plateau State. I was in touch with some of the election officials. They just told me that some of the results are coming in from different local governments, after which they'll put them together and transfer them to the National Collation Center in Abuja.
So when can we expect results to be finalized, Tesem? Will this probably be Monday, Tuesday?
Well, I can't say for sure. I can't say in the affirmative. Different situations across Nigeria. We have 36 states here, and of course the federal capital city, Abuja. I can't say for sure when all the results will come in. Of course, some of the delays, are as a result of the extension of, the voting time in some parts of the country, occasioned by the violence and late arrival of materials in some states. So the dynamics are quite different for different states. I can't say for sure when all the results will be put together, but the commission is ready to, as much as possible, make broadcasts all the results as they come in. I can say for sure that results have come in, say, for instance, from Ekiti State in southwest part of the country. Collation is ongoing in Lagos State. It's also ongoing here in Plateau State. I mean, from different states. Once they are put together from the local government level up to the state level, they will all be put together and pushed to Abuja. But I can't say for sure when all of that will come together from different states. 36 states. That's quite some number,
Yes, certainly. I want us to speak about the significance and the importance of this particular election. It's going to be a turning point for Nigeria, given the many issues that the country faces. And you have seen, and maybe you can speak to us about this, millions coming out to make their mark.
Yes, it's a very, very significant election in Nigeria's history. Many people look at it as a turning point, so to say, and they look forward to who will succeed President Muhammadu Buhari to address certain issues, issues like education, Just last year, in November last year, the United Nations, with some new statistics, brought out Nigeria as having the highest number of out-of-school children globally, about 20 million of them. These are education. So education is one thing that a lot of people look forward to the next leader making it a top priority. Also, the issue of insecurity. Nigeria has been battling an insurgency for about 13 years, since 2009. Over 350,000 people, according to the United Nations, have died as a result of the insurgency. A lot of people displaced. So many people relying on humanitarian assistance. So insecurity is another thing that the next leader will be expected to really tackle and address head on. Health sector, provision of health services to the indigent and all across, and affordable as well. So different things altogether. Unemployment, there's high youth unemployment, so many things altogether. But yes, it's a defining moment, and a lot of young people, so much enthusiasm, so many of them came out in their numbers to participate in this exercise. So yes, there's so much expectation with this particular election, yes.
Certainly, and it's good to hear that young people have, of course, come out to vote. Very quickly, I've run out of time. I just want to ask you about the candidates, because the next president, as you've mentioned, the many issues that Nigeria faces will have a lot on his plate. And I just want to ask you about the electricity. I'm very surprised that there's electricity in Nigeria at the moment where you are.
Yes, electricity is, of course, another thing. Power, there's a power challenge, not just where I am, but of course all across Nigeria. It's also one issue that many Nigerians look forward to the next leadership of the country addressing. They look forward to when we'll have 24-hour power supply. As far as, and of course the candidates, most of them have been campaigning to have a turnaround, especially with the power sector. But yes, in the past, looking at Nigeria's history and politics, we've had many politicians campaign on this with these promises before. But yes, when they actually emerge, some of these issues are never really addressed, or they're actually addressed to some extent, but not in absolute finality. So yes, power sector, it's also an issue, and many people are looking forward to who will actually emerge as the next leader tackling this issue, so that Nigeria or Nigerians can get to enjoy 24-hour power supply in their homes, at workplaces, and elsewhere.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for that update. We'll definitely be checking in with you over the next couple of days. That was Nigerian correspondent Tesem Akende coming to us live from Josh in Nigeria.